Hello, History 120 students. As with the video announcement I made last weekend, it's been a long Saturday and I am kind of extemporizing and doing this off the top of my head. Usually I have some notes typed up, but tired and just trying to get this in as quick as I can. So forgive me if it's not quite as fluid as it should be. But just wanted to touch base about some things with you. And like I said, my plan for the day, worked real hard this week to try to get things done so I could have not so much to do this weekend. And I thought I would get things done with class this morning and have the rest of the weekend. It didn't play out that way. Had a little boy that needed to be occupied, so I'm just getting late to this late Saturday evening. Hopefully I can get this done and have some time tomorrow. But enough for my wine. You can send me some more cheese later. I think I've used that once. Anyways, just wanted to touch base. I sent out a quick announcement earlier this evening that remind you that module 13 and 14 321s are due tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, end of the day. A lot of you may not see this till Sunday, since it's late Saturday that I'm recording and putting this up. But those are due. A few of you already got that in. Kudos, way to go. And the end is near. This is the last module that we're going into, 15, and that's mainly what I wanted to touch base with you about, beyond just the reminder about module 13 and 14. Module 15 aren't quite as many pages in the module, but still a good chunk of material. It is the Civil War, and quite obviously we could do a lot with that, and in fact entire courses are taught just on the Civil War. So we're just scratching the surface here, and again, it's hard to figure out how to squeeze it all in. So as I have been doing, I am foregoing the traditional assignments, and you're going to do the 321 assignment, and I've really enjoyed those. You guys have done a great job, and I like it because it gives me a sense of what's catching your interest and what's working for you. And in some ways I feel like it's just a little more authentic. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed them and they've worked for you, and most importantly, hopefully they've simplified things for you, and eased your stress load and workload in this crazy world that we're living in right now. So again, it's a 321 for module 15 over the Civil War. Same format. Again, there is an assignment that we usually do, discussion over the Civil War. There's no way to get into individual battles in a course like this, but the discussion uses the website of the National Battlefield Trust Foundation, which works very closely with the national parks and preserving battle sites, but they have a great website with lots of interactive material about all kinds of battles, even very obscure battles that many people may not know about. For instance, the Battle of Carthage or the Battle of Hartville. Information there is obviously much more limited than, say, the Battle of Antietam, but they have tons of information. You do not have to do the discussion board assignment. I would encourage you to check out the link to the materials for the National Battlefield Trust, and if possible, choose even a single battle, just to dig into a little bit and view the interactive battlefield maps that they create, which are kind of a combination of video and interactive map. They do a really good job with those. But choose a battle, check that out, check out the other resources they have. Very detailed, great resource. And as you will see, and what we usually do is each person chooses a battle that has not been chosen. It's kind of first come, first serve. And they view all the information on that battle and post about it. And then they respond to 2 other posts. And by doing that, it at least gives people some sense of some some of the things that went on in battles in the Civil War, learning from each other. Again, not required, don't have to do it. Would encourage you to maybe take a glance at that if you have time. And if you would like, you can choose a battle and look at the material and do an initial post for up to 10 bonus points. So that is available to you. Not sure, we may have a guest appearance of my youngest son here. He's kind of been in and out. He looks like he's disappearing. So that's available to you if you want to take a look at that. Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Okay. That's available. Don't have to do it. If your grade's good, I wouldn't worry about doing the extra credit. But if you are wanting to bump up and 10 points would help you do that, then by all means, do that and take advantage of that and get your grade up a little more. And the other thing I want to touch base on that kind of ties in, another reason why you might want to do that is if to give yourself cushion, we're going to go into the final. And one of the things I meant to do late this week was send out an announcement to everybody about key dates, and didn't get that done. But technically, the final for this class was supposed to open yesterday and runs through 5/9, May 9th. Bear with me a moment here and let me pop my calendar up. The 9th would be next Saturday. I should have been able to calculate that easily. A little tired tonight. That really puts a lot of pressure on you guys, and so typically I, with the late start class, have just gone with the window for online classes. And that window, so I'm bending the rules a little bit here, hopefully in your favor, is the idea. That window is 5/7 to 5/14, which means that it opens up on Thursday, and you have until a week from Thursday to complete the final. My goal is to have the final up for you by Wednesday, if not sooner, and give you until the 14th to complete that. You may get some kind of a message in Canvas that the class is over or something, but you should still be able to submit materials and everything. If that becomes a problem, we'll work around it, but it has not been in the past. So I'll do that to benefit you. If somebody's out there that was scheduling based on the scheduled final for online courses and needs that up sooner, let me know. We'll work that out. And I mentioned, I think last week, the test, exam 4, I'm going to take the same approach that I took with exams 3, which we just zoomed through, and it will be a fact question response, identical to what you did for exam 3, except it will apply to the modules since then. So that's what you're going to have, and that will be the first part of your final. And they want us to do still want us to do some kind of a comprehensive element. And I think last time I mentioned I may just go with the essays that I have used in the past, but I am beginning to lean away from that, and again to utilize something a little more like the 3-2-1 fact question responses. Pretty simple, and actually I feel like it gives me a better idea of what you have learned, and to me that's the goal of assessment, to find out what you've learned, not to find out what you haven't learned, which is one reason I don't like multiple choice tests, because that's the point of them. It will be something a little more like that. I've got it in my head. My wife and I were discussing it tonight. I just need to put it down and create it. I'll get it up as soon as I can. So if anybody wants to get it taken care of and out of the way, but it'll be something along the lines of basically choosing a module from each. I guess you'd say this course is divided into 4 units, but you would choose a module that was covered by the first exam that you most connected with, or thought was most interesting or most significant, and then you would identify some key facts, a couple of questions, and then write a brief summary of the module and why you thought it was significant. And you would do that for each of the 4 different sections of material that we've covered. So the material covered up to exam 1, and then you would choose a module from between exam 1 and exam 2, and you would choose a module that was covered between exam 2 and exam 3, and then choose a module that was covered between exam 3 and exam 4. That's the idea I have in mind. Still got to work that out, but hopefully, again, that takes some pressure off. You don't feel like you have to spend an immense amount of time studying and prepping. And so that'll all be unfolding this week, and there's a chance that some of you at this time next week, if you jump on things and knock it out, could be wrapped up. That would be awesome. If you can't, that's fine. As I said, I'm going to give you until the 14th to take care of that, and hopefully that benefits everybody. So I think I've touched on everything I wanted to say. Again, I didn't write my notes down, so I may well have missed something. If I did, I'll try to get that out to you. One thing I would like to mention, I heard a story this week about the role that malaria played in the American Revolution and connections to the current situation with the coronavirus and parallels. And I thought, wow, I haven't got to do that much here lately of connecting and sharing with you some of those types of things. So I do want to get that out and share that story with you. So if some of you are interested in that, it would be available to you. Not anything that's required, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Thought some good connections to things we've covered earlier in the course. So I hope to try to get that up maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll be back in touch probably early in the week with everybody. Hope everybody is able to, hope everybody enjoyed the beautiful day today. Hope you enjoy, looks like tomorrow may be a little gray and wet, but still warm. I'll take advantage of it. And again, I hope everybody is taking care. I haven't had any indications that anybody has been directly affected by the situation. The coronavirus is very good, but I know everybody's lives have been made more difficult and complicated. So I hope everybody's faring well and doing okay. And if there's something I can do to help, please let me know. And again, I'm trying to lighten your load. Just stay in touch. Let me know if I can do something. Otherwise, I want to wrap up here. Creeping up on 13 minutes, which is a lot longer than what I anticipated. Let me know if there's a problem with getting assignments in tomorrow night, the module 13 and 14. Let me know if you need the final up earlier or if you have any other questions or concerns. I'll sign off. I hope everybody's doing well. Take care, and you should hear from me soon.